find the sum of the finite geometric series. So it's finite because we are adding up, the series stops and we're going to add those terms up. So they gave us the series over here. We're going from 1 all the way up to 10, and with this rule, 1/2 times 6 raised to the I minus 1 power. So we have our sum formula over here for geometric series, for a finite geometric series. I guess there's 3 things we need to know. The first term, the common ratio, and the number of terms. So if we know those 3, then we can find the sum. The first term we can get by plugging in a 1 for the I value. The other thing we might want to recognize is that this is a rule for a geometric sequence right here, and in the rule, the first term, or that a sub 1 is always out front. So we know our a sub 1 is a 1/2. The ratio always has the exponent of I minus 1 or n minus 1. So our ratio is a 6. Now n is our number of terms. If we're starting with a 1 and going up to a 10, we're going to have 10 terms right here. So we can go ahead and plug this into our equation. We know it's going to be 1/2 times 1 minus 6 to the 10th power divided by 1 minus 6. So now we just have to go to the calculator and do a little bit of simplifying. 1 minus 6 to the 10th power gives us negative 604,66175. We divide this by 1 minus 6, which is a negative 5. So we have 1/2 times. And when we divide by that negative 5, we end up with a positive 120,93235. And then the last thing we do is multiply that by our first term, which was the 1/2. And in the end, we get our total sum to be 6046617.5. So there is our sum of the finite geometric series. Anytime you're asked to find the sum of geometric series, you do want to pay attention to whether it's finite or infinite, because we have different formulas depending on if this is infinity or if this is just a number right there. So pay attention to those small details before you pick your formula to use.